Hi, this is Darcia. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a long time since I made an update on how my shoulder is doing. And so if you want to see more shoulder videos, I will link them for you to see. I wanted to kind of just touch base with you guys again, let you guys know how I was doing. I was doing with a pinched nerve, and that journey is still honestly continuing. What I have done since then is I have started to get massage therapy, and I have also started to go see a chiropractor that has specialized in nerve issues. That's helped actually quite a bit. He has also given me some really good practical advice with nerve and just any nick issues, stability. He said that posture is a huge portion of feeling better. So he recommended and just wanted to remind me to continually think about my posture. So that's been helpful, honestly. And it kind of was embarrassing a little bit because it was such an easy fix for part of it. I mean, it didn't completely fix everything, but it was so simple. I thought, well, why didn't I know to do that? Anyway, it is what it is. And so that has honestly been helpful a lot. I am working on getting a lumbar support at my work, which brings me to the fact that I am working now. So I have gone back to work. I am a nurse and I do a lot of desk work. So sitting with lumbar support is very important. Having my keyboard close so I don't have to extend and reach with just for shoulder fatigue has been important. And I raised my computer screen so I can sit, really straight and do what I need to do there. My shoulder hurt pretty bad going back to work the first couple of weeks, but I was very fortunate, and my surgeon did kind of like a soft start. And so for the first 2 weeks, I went for 4 hours a day. Then for the next 2 weeks after that, I went for 6 hours a day. And then after that, I went for 8 hours a day, but with weight restrictions. So make sure I wasn't like lifting above my head, reaching and lifting, whatever the case may be. And I had those restrictions for like another 4 weeks. And now I am about 6 months post-op from my rotator cuff repair. And he has lifted all of my restrictions, and I am doing my job, as I was before my surgery. So it is interesting to kind of just see how in the beginning I was a little discouraged because of my nerves, I think, but my stamina for my shoulder was just not there. And so I would come home, especially at the end of the work week, and my shoulder, especially like here in the front of this capsule, was so sore. And it was so sore. But as I've continued to do my physical therapy, I feel like my stamina is just getting better. My endurance is greater and greater as the weeks go by. And I don't really want to say as the days go by, because I have noticed such a small incremental amounts of change day by day. And it's easy to get discouraged if I look at my progress on a day by day basis. So for me, I look either at a weekly basis or even like every other week. Because at that point, like if I can see, okay, this is where I was 2 weeks ago, or this is where I was even a month ago, then at that point I can definitely see that I'm making some progress. So I went and saw my surgeon for the 6-month follow-up and for the rotator cuff, and he had me do my range of motion. They're very happy with my range of motion at this point. They think it's almost full, but this is with my right arm, the surgery arm, the operative arm. I can go together, and when I got to the top, it feels very sore, like you've just really worked your muscles a lot and they're just pretty sore. But there's no sharp pain, there's no pulling, it's just kind of a sore, like it's tight, like it's really tight, so I can just continue to work that. Another thing they want to check for is your internal and external rotation. So compared to like my left arm, all the way back, and it's almost the same. So they're really happy about that. And so another thing they wanted to check for is across my body. And so I can go, and I feel like it binds up a little bit right here. And so compared to this arm, it's a little less. And I do feel like it binds up a little bit more. But they're still very happy with that. And they consider that just about, a full recovery. So yay me. And I can do my whole work week now, Monday through Friday, and come home without any or very limited fatigue in my shoulder. If you follow my channel, you know that I've been putting out several piano videos also. So that I do play piano. I play piano a lot. It is a lot of just shoulder and it's kind of like the hammering down motion. I don't do a lot of quick extends and reaches, although I think at this point I could do that. That was one of the biggest things that I was really looking forward to getting back to doing, because it's an important part of my life that I enjoy doing. And so just knowing that I can do that now, and I can play for, an hour or two now at a time. Sleeping, I don't sleep on my right side, on that side. I have turned to that side a couple of times at night. Typically, I still always just sleep on my back, or I will sleep on my left side. I feel like just pressure on that all night long is not going to be really great for it. As far as like getting my hands up to do my hair, I can, that's not a problem. I really do feel like if my elbow goes back, that's where I notice a big restriction. Like this one, my elbow's back, that it's bound up a little bit here as far as tightness. But as you can see, it's pretty close. And so even though I would wear out and I would fatigue if I kept my arms up there for too long, because that really is quite an extreme position to have your arm in for a very long time anyway. But it's enough that I can do my hair without any trouble. One thing that was very difficult for me to do for a very long time was kind of this, and it was this motion. It was with opening up cans, using just a can opener in the kitchen, and just really when there was like pressure to pull it, what do you call it, when you twist the can opener, I could not do that. It was very painful. I just felt like, I don't even know if painful is the right word. It was painful, but I just felt like I had no strength. That was one of the last motions that I was able to get. And which I didn't expect it would be something kind of like that, or even just that opening up a can, just unscrewing a lid, like a jar of jam or spaghetti sauce or something. And so I used my left hand a lot for that still. But now I'm able to do those things. I feel like my grip in my right hand is now stronger than my left, being right dominant. I do a lot of walking, and that seems to be great. Over the last weekend, I did some hiking. And that's just all like arm swinging. And in the beginning, that was a lot of motion, and it wore my shoulder out. Now I'm fine. I am still, like when I drive in the car, I am careful as I turn my wheel. I don't want to like reef really quickly one way or the other, because I just feel like my arm's a little unstable when I have it out here. I want to kind of protect it and keep it close to my body if I'm going to be doing a lot stronger motions. And so I still find myself in the habit of not really driving with just one hand, but when I turn, I do most of the work with my left arm. And that's kind of maybe become a habit. And I think as I get stronger and stronger, I'll do more and more naturally with that right arm. I think that I'm somewhat protecting it still, and I think that's okay. So that's kind of how my shoulder is doing. And I wanted to just kind of get back on here and let you guys know that my nerve symptoms are so much better. And I know many of you guys have messaged me and asked me how my nerves are doing, the pinched nerve that I had. Right now, as I'm making this video, it's not something that's actively really bothering me, but it is something that is still definitely low key there. So if I'm not careful, it will fire it up again. And what really does fire it up is extension. So when I extend my arm, even like right now, I can feel all along my fingertips, all the way up through here, just kind of a little bit of a sizzle, kind of like a tingle. And like if I do this arm, my left arm, nothing. So there's a big difference there. And so it's so susceptible to kind of just, it's like a delicate balance. So how do I strengthen my shoulder? How do I keep my nerve happy so I can get my shoulder back to where I need to go? So if any of you guys are going through a pinched nerve or anything like that, I'd love to know if you guys are doing other things to calm them down. It has been kind of really interesting to see what may work and what may not work. So that is a bit of an update for where I am 6 months post rotator cuff surgery repair. So I guess the bottom line is, for me, I'm in a great place right now with my shoulder. It seems like it's strong. It seems like it's healing well. Surgeons are happy, and I'm working full time, and that's going okay. I'm back to my hobbies. Piano playing is a big hobby. I love to bake and cook and do stuff like that. I'm able to do just about all of that without any restrictions. So in the long term, 6 months is not a very long time. In the short term, it does seem like a long time. But just keep going and you will get there. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. I love hearing all of your comments. I've had so many of you guys reach out to me and just tell me about your own stories and rotator cuff or any shoulder surgery. I love to hear it because it's so encouraging to not be the only one that's going through something that is life-altering, or what might seem scary, or the unknown, or something that does have a long recovery, and that can be so overwhelming. And so some of us have support at home, some of us don't. So at least we can have online and YouTube support. So thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out my other videos if you'd like on my rotator cuff surgery repair journey, and I will see you in a future video. Goodbye.